Hey guys, Sarah here. So I don't know if you got to see my video from yesterday, but it kind of goes into putting our foot in our mouth, right? And I'm just curious, again, have you ever been there? Have you ever said stupid things that had larger consequences than we'd like to admit? Maybe even consequences that we don't see yet? I'm telling you the truth, I'm really struggling with this because my husband says last night about bedtime, about how he feels is that it's time that he gets with each of his kids one-on-one, and if they want to talk, he's going to listen. And you know, because rarely do they ever talk, and rarely do they ever get a chance to be just them with their parents. And so the way I see it, though, of course, I mean, by that time I'm done, you guys. I am done. Go to bed. Good night. I love you. Jesus loves you. Peace. I feel like when they want to talk, it's stalling. When they want to talk, it's to keep me in there, and it's robbing me of my time with my husband, my time with myself, or a book, or whatever. That is the most selfish thinking ever. So what if they're stalling? If they want to talk to me, I should take it as an opportunity, right? An opportunity to breathe life into them, to I don't know, you guys. I have such demented thinking. I just want to be done with them by the time that... And listen to my words right now. Done with them. That's not healthy. That's, again, it's just me being vulnerable and admitting to you I'm a flawed human being, and that's my outlook most of the time. Tired, emotionally, physically, in every way drained by the end of the day, that this 45-minute bedtime thing is for the birds, but I have the wrong outlook. No. Okay, well, you need to wait patiently, please, because I'm almost done. You cannot... No, I said I will... Thank you. Fine. I love her. I love her so much. Anyway, so what this video is about, it's not about, you know, just recapping on the obvious from yesterday's video, but it is kind of one that piggybacks the main thing. And so what I decided to do is create a new outlook, okay? And I don't know if it'll help, but this is what I want to try to implement now, is to use the words that would describe my kids not as an insult, but as a compliment. Like when they are driving me crazy and it's because they're being strong-willed or persistent or bold or clever or helpful, you know, that all those things by themselves are really great, but they're also really annoying. So I don't want to change that in them. I want to help them see how they can use it for good. And so I created a list of things, some of the words that I've already shared with you, others like master negotiator, well, I think I said all the rest. Okay. Independent. These are things I want them to be. These are things that I never want to snuff out of them, ever. So when they act that way, when they act stubborn and strong-willed, I want to say, wow, you are really strong-willed, aren't you? I hope that that means that you'll be fighting for what you believe your whole life. Right? Because we want them to stand on their beliefs and not be like wavered. I mean, naturally, I think they will waver because growing up is hard. Growing up with other influences is hard, especially when those influences have other beliefs. But I want their strong will, their determination, their boldness to stand for truth in their life, and maybe encourage others in that way too. And so naming the thing, the characteristic that bugs me, but instead saying, will you stop already? Will you just listen? Will you, you've asked, I've answered, let it go. But those things, shoot, I mean, they've made my husband who he is, and I'm sure he was an absolute a-hole a lot of his life, but he has turned into a fierce warrior for God's kingdom. He's an amazing father. He's an amazing businessman. I mean, those characteristics served him. Now that he's got them aimed towards a less selfish end all. He is now selfless and using them as strengths in his life and benefiting others as a result of that. And so I don't want to snuff that out of my kids. I don't want them to be a-holes. I don't. I feel like they are a lot of times. But that's something between them and God, right? He's the one who has to sort that out, not me. I don't think that I'm equipped to sort that out for them anyway, because I'm an a-hole of my own, right? So, sorry for the cussing. That's what my daughter tells me I do a lot, so I gotta watch my mouth. But like master negotiator, like I hate it when they push and push and push and push. But what about if we do this? What if we do that? So I want to turn that around by saying, wow, you really are quite the master negotiator. I love that. I hope that you will have that for the rest of your life and you use it to create win-win opportunities when you're talking to someone, that it's ideal for both of you. And I love that you have that ability. So let's see about creating a way to make it a win-win or no deal mentality. How about it? Maybe in this situation we do it this way. How is it going to be a win-win for both of us, and help them through that? Like, I want her to negotiate. I want her to get what she wants. I want all my kids to get what they want, but not at the sacrifice of someone else's desires or benefit. Like, not at all. So that's my message today. I hope it encourages you in some way. I hope it inspires you. It's definitely challenging me, and it's something that I want to start implementing in my own life, in my own communication with my kids, to acknowledge what makes them who they are. Their strengths don't have to be irritating. Their strengths can be just harnessed and directed, maybe help them have a different mindset on it. And I really hope that if they hear it enough, that they'll know that there's nothing wrong with them. In fact, they're incredible people. We just have to figure out how to be more kind when we're using these strengths, how to be more selfless when we're using these strengths. Even considering oneself doesn't mean they have to be selfish. Considering oneself is still good. I mean, we want to use our strengths for our benefit, but we want to make sure it's a benefit for others as well. And so I guess that's what I have to share. I'm failing big time when it comes to communicating with my kids. And certainly as school approaches in the next 4 days, hopefully the downtime, reading good books and spending good time with other people who are like-minded, who are also challenged in parenting and in marriage and in being a good Christian and a good person. Like, iron sharpens iron, right? And that's what I hope to cultivate here, a community that does that for each of us, for each other. And so hopefully, again, you were encouraged by this. If someone else needed to hear this, tag them. I'd love to engage with them. I'd love to engage with you. Share and subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to just start this trek with you of improvement and self-growth and introspection, and just being a force, right? A force to reckon with, a fierce contributor to this society and people. I think we all could use it. So I love you dearly, and look forward to catching up again tomorrow. In the meantime, give me a holler. I'll talk to you later.